you go. Now, also during this time, in the 1960s, um, the American State Department paved the entire country of Thailand with all the roads from Bangkok down to Utapao Air Force Base, which they used to fly U.S. bombers into Vietnam to just blow people away, civilians and all that. Okay, they built the roads up to the northeast and up to Chiang Mai. The American taxpayer paid for the roads in Thailand. Okay, that's what you don't know, right? Okay, so not once did America ever complain when there was coup after coup after coup in Thailand. I believe there was something like well over 20, maybe 30 coups during this Bummy reign, and he signed off on all of them. Americans never said a word, never did anything. And also, during the Bush era, the U.S. ran torture centers in Thailand. This was known, but it was denied in America. It was denied by the right wing in Thailand up to the coup in 2014. There were still people saying, "Oh, what would you be doing running a torture center in Thailand?" So now, this past week, it's out because Trump promoted this woman to be the head of the CIA, and she oversaw torture centers in Thailand. It's also been entered into the United States Congress senatorial record that torture centers exist in Thailand, so I don't think anybody can deny that now. Okay, so let me go back and say, talk once more about Western Digital. Oh, Western Digital. Where I worked in one of these industrial states, they made the internal parts for hard drives, which were used, computer hard drives, which are used in IBM computers as well as Apple computers. And the Thai head of quality control in this factory on the industrial estate where I worked, he lived in a one-room cinder block apartment with his wife and child. Okay, imagine that. Imagine a Western person as the head of a company's quality control for producing hard drives, that internal parts for hard drives that go into IBM as well as Apple computers, and have them living in a one-room cinder block apartment with their wife and child. Imagine that. Okay, so the other thing I want to say is that foreigners won't do anything about this. I mean, the country is overrun with foreigners who are just absolutely corrupted by the system. They go over there and they can get like cheap food, cheap drinks, cheap apartments, cheap girls, cheap massage. You know, everything is just like, hey, it's so easy to have a good time and all that. And so when they start blowing away people in the street, or putting a bullet in Sedang's head or in Mainung's chest, foreigners don't do anything. They don't care. It's unreal. It's unbelievable. Okay, so like for example, in my school, when the teachers were illegally beating the crap out of students, foreigners would not say a thing. And when I started to complain about it, all of them refused to help me. Okay, and that includes the mayor, the publishers of the newspapers, and so on. Okay, so if you go on the internet, anything about the internet in Thailand, you'll just see apology after apology for how it's not so bad to run a military coup, how it's not so bad to overturn an elected government, how it's not so bad, that nobody cares that blood is running through the streets, okay, that people live in constant terror. Don't see anything about that. Okay, so you go to ajarn.com, you'll get passively aggressive, told to leave the country. ESL Cafe, on their Thailand section, there's during the coup, there's like people on there making excuse after excuse for a coup. Then let's see. Look on look on Reddit. Okay, the main Thailand site on Reddit is filled to the brim with people who don't care about anything. They're only interested in their cheap little tricks and stuff in Thailand. And if you even raise a question about the dictatorship, the monarchy, they'll ban you. Okay, and on this Reddit forum, I was uh, I was given death threats for opposing the coup in 2014. Really ugly bunch of people in there. Okay, and let's see, the Thai visa site. It's like a honeypot for these lawyers. So let me tell you, the very first question I answered on the Thai visa site, people said, well, what do you do when you go see a movie in Thailand and they play this before every single movie they play this PR video for the monarchy, and everybody has to stand up in the movie theater. Well, what do you do? Do you stand up? Do you sit down? What do you do? I said I answered this question. I said, oh man, I can't stand it. When that comes on, I'm up out of my seat. I go to the bathroom and just go get some popcorn or a Coke and come back when it's over, because I have no interest. Okay, so what happened? I immediately got threatened with legal action. They're gonna go. They want to bring charges against me for potentially defaming the monarchy. Okay, so it's total setup, and I tell you what, man, Thai visa is just, I mean, it's grotesque. The number of people, the number of Westerners on there who are looking for a fix and cannot say one word in support of democracy or the people, or Thai people. Okay, and so let's see. So all of this is in service to me trying to explain to you that Thailand has almost no sovereignty, that they are run by foreign capital, foreign businesses. They're completely subservient to this. And when any Thai person wants to exercise self-rule and self-determination, they'll be shot in the street. Okay, so I hope this was enjoyable for you, and I hope that this gives you some food for thought the next time someone claims that Thailand has never been colonized. Okay, thank you for consideration. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.